welcome to your next episode of the East Kentucky Works podcast. I am one of your hosts, Jennifer Breeze.
And I'm Jason Kaiser, and today we have Kara Williamson joining us. She is our business service consultant from Northeast. Hey, Kara.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Good. Kara, can you just tell us a little bit about what areas you serve and what is your main role as a business service consultant?
First off, my name is Kara Williamson. I'm the business service consultant for Northeast Kentucky Career Center. I cover Lawrence, Carter, and Elliott counties. Um, and a little bit about what I do as a business service is to allow me to come in and help your business hire, train, and grow at all to no cost to you as an employer. So it's just we are here to help them in this world that is struggling so hard right now with the prices and the wages. I mean, we're here to help you guys.
So, and you guys do help so much. I wonder if you could talk a little bit about what specific services you offer to employers and how do you benefit them?
Yeah, we offer so many different services. And what our services include, like, say, for instance, we have an OJT, which is on the job training, which allows us to give financial assistance for new hires, helping businesses offset training costs that some may not be able to afford. And also, that's where we do incumbent worker, which is helping businesses upskill their staff at no cost to them. And that then we have internships and work experience programs where we're providing job seekers with hands-on experience while benefiting employers. And another great thing we offer is registered apprenticeships. It's a structured hand-on training program that builds skilled workforce. We can also do job fairs, candidate recruitment, connecting businesses with potential employees, and so much more.
Yeah, that's so great and so beneficial to so many employers around here. You talked about how there's no cost associated with any of these services for employers. How much do you think that helps? Obviously, it helps a bunch, but give us a little bit about how employers have come up to you and how this has helped them in the long run.
Yeah, we understand that one of the biggest challenges most businesses face is hiring and retaining qualified employees. It can be costly and time consuming to train new hires, especially in today's competitive job market. But that is where we come in and we help with those costs, no cost to the businesses. And here recently, I've done so many incumbent worker contracts with a lot of different businesses, just upskilling staff with all variety of different things, SRNA, KMA, a certified mechanic, tuning school. I mean, there's just so many variety of different things that we offer that we can help.
Yeah, and that tuning school was so cool to learn about.
Yes, it was really cool, and it was such a privilege to see it all come together after so much hard work with getting them on the ETPL provider list. Just so many different things, and just seeing their smiles at the end of the day makes it all worth it.
That is amazing. So, if for an employer who would be listening to this podcast today, that thinks, "My well, goodness, I need more staff, or I need to help train my staff better, or I need some help with this." What would be their first step? Like, how do they get started to work with you?
Um, the process is so easy. Each of our services follow different processes, but all are very simple for employers. And like with an OJT, it's probably the one that you just has an extra step. You just got to. I'll meet with them. They tell me what they need, what kind of employees they want, the pay, and different things like that. And then I will send them a link where they'll fill out for the OJT application. And then once they get that in, we get the contract going. We find them an employee, and then we start them at work. I mean, it's that simple. Like, it's so employee friendly, employer friendly. My bad. So there's just like it's super simple and so convenient for businesses. We do all the work, so there's nothing that they really have to do other than train the employees we send them.
Right,
And
and
so
so
what oh, sorry,
you got it,
Jason.
Jen.
What like what if they don't really know what they want to do? Is there a way that you can provide an assessment or something that you
Yeah,
do to help them just like decide what their next best step would be?
yeah, and that's why we do when we go in and meet with businesses. First thing we do is do an employer needs assessment, and that tells us, hey, they can only pay this much. Hey, they need this type of person. They want it for this position. We break everything down, and we are like, this is what we need to do, and if they agree upon it, then we get the process started. And it's that simple. I mean, we are here for them, and we will do whatever it takes to get them what they need.
Yeah, and you're talking about the simplicities and how simple it is for them because a lot of these people are, running businesses. They don't have a lot of time to just, sit down and figure out how to get new workers and things like that. So, how much time commitment is really required for employers when using your services and having you guys help out?
All I ask for this, so it's where it's so simple, and all I ask is kind of the same effort that I put out for the effort them to put into the training for those employees. Um, an employer's commitment and time investment with us can vary greatly depending on individuals' needs and services offered, but generally requires a willingness to actively participate in workshops, attend events, and dedicate time for job searching and career planning. So we just want the same dedication that we give them to give back to those employees for that training.
Yeah, and that's super understandable. And I mean, if I were an employer looking for help like that, I feel like, it's kind of the bare minimum to ask for.
Yeah, I mean, and they think most employers think, oh my gosh, I bet that process is so long. There's so much
Yeah.
paperwork, but there's not. There, I mean, it's so simple. Like we can upskill your staff. We can do everything, and we do it all. There's no, they have to do nothing besides sign some papers, and that's it. I mean, it's so simple.
Yeah, it sounds like it just seems like such a no-brainer. Like there's
Yeah.
no catch. There's no catch. Just like come on in and talk to your Kentucky Career Center and let's do this. Like let's get
Yeah, most of them
started.
are like, "What is the catch?" I'm like, "There's not. It's just that simple."
Yeah. So, I hear a lot of people just not necessarily in just Kentucky, but around the nation, like there's no qualified workers. Where are the workers? Um, and there are definitely qualified workers, and we're training them up all the time here in Eastern Kentucky. But I just wondered if you could talk a little bit about how you help employers recruit candidates and what that process might look like.
Yeah, we offer a couple different types of recruitment. They just let us know again what type of employee they want, what qualifications they need, and then we can do the candidate recruitment. And finding the right employee for their hiring can be overwhelming. I mean, when you got as a business, you got 1,000 things going on. So allowing us to take over that and allow us to be like, hey, we'll take this off your plate. You are stressed enough. Let us do it. Um, that why we offer candidate recruitment services to help business find and attract the right talent. We can assist with organizing job fairs, even if that's simple as just like us setting up at their place of business. We can set up there, take applications for them, even put it on Facebook, LinkedIn, Indeed. I mean, like so many different platforms we can just do that for them, so they don't have to worry about that. Um, and we just help bring in job seekers. And I mean, it's just simple as that. I mean, again, it's just so simple. And we can help with so many different things, and take that off their plate, and they don't even realize it.
Yeah, and I imagine like at the Kentucky Career Center, you could serve employers, but you also serve job seekers. And so I bet sometimes there's just like like there's a little matchmaker activity going on in your
Yeah,
offices. Like, we've got these
yeah,
people trained in this, looking for work, and I have an employer who needs, and it you could just make it, you got all the connections, right?
yeah, and
You
that's
can
kind of
find that
where
right.
it comes in. It's like I have an employer say, "Hey, I need this person with their CDLs." Well, that's funny. We just put somebody through CDL school, like, and I
Yes.
talk with the career advisor, and they're like, "Yeah, we got somebody." So we just place them there. It's just putting the pieces together, and it's so rewarding helping the business, and not only the business but the job seeker. It's so rewarding.
Yeah, that's such a win-win that they really do go hand in hand, like,
Yes.
that's
Mhm.
great. So, are your services available to all employers? Are there specific industries or sectors you focus on? Do you help mom and pops? Those are some big questions that we get a lot.
Yeah, we help with all different. It doesn't matter if it's a little small town business or huge a huge business. It does not matter what type. We help anybody we can. And as long as the employee that they say they have one that they want to place there, as long as they're approved through our program and meet those barriers, we can place them there. And that doesn't, I mean, it could be a small town business at a grocery store and they say, I need a cashier. Okay, I'm on it. It doesn't matter what type it is.
So, um, I heard that you are doing you talked about registered apprenticeships earlier in the episode, and I heard that you have some big stuff going on in that area at the end of April. So can you tell us a little bit about the new registered apprenticeships coming up, and what does that mean for employers?
Yes, we have been working tirelessly, trying to get these registered apprenticeships up and going. And registered apprenticeships is investing in a long-term workforce development, and it's a rewarding program we offer. And these structured training programs combine on-the-job learning with classroom instruction, helping businesses build highly skilled workforce. And right now, as of a couple weeks ago, Olive Hill, which is one of my county, it's in Carter County. We have 3 registered apprenticeships, and that is with the fire department, um, and the water department, and hopefully soon the police department, because we are currently working on that one also. And it was just so rewarding. It was a long process. We started it from scratch, and we're having a big signing event on National Apprenticeship Day, April 30th in Olive Hill. And we have so many guests coming, and those were to be announced. We have so many people coming. And for a small town like that to bring in so many different job opportunities for these people. They don't have to go away for training. They can do it right in their hometown. And a lot of people want to stay at home. So this benefits so many people, bringing this training into their hometown.
Yeah, and I think that's great. I think we talk a lot about, finding work in Eastern Kentucky and trying to stay local and keep our communities knit tight and stay together. So I think these apprenticeships are so great for that.
Yeah, it's just a great opportunity. People don't want to leave, and we want to bring jobs to Eastern Kentucky. That's what we need. We need more jobs for people. And I feel like these registered apprenticeships just a door that's bringing so many people opportunities.
Yeah, I see how, like, obviously this is great for the police department, the fire department, the employers that are looking for these people. It's great for the job seeker because they probably are thinking like, I can't afford to go to college or trade school or whatever's required to start this career. And so we're bridging that gap. We're helping pay for the training. They're getting they can earn while they learn is what I hear about
Yes.
registered apprenticeships a lot, and that is just the coolest. But then there's also like the community impact, right? Because now Olive Hill is going to have some really solid people getting trained up in their community to do massively important work that benefits everybody. So like I see the
Yeah.
aspect in that being so huge.
Yeah, and not only that, like all of our services, people like we have people come in and like they haven't had a job for a long time, and so they're needing a job, but then they're like, I can't afford to buy those clothes or I can't afford to get those scrubs. Well, that's okay. We have supportive services, like we can help you with that. And I've seen so many times that, and this is why it makes it so deserving is like for instance, I had a guy come in and he said, I need to start work, but they told me I couldn't start unless I had these boots and these, and such. And I said, that's okay. We can see what we can do. We went and got him some boots for work, and he just started bawling his eyes out. He said, you don't understand how this makes me, like, you saved me, like, and it just makes it so rewarding. It makes it all worth it at the end of the day.
Yeah. Oh, I love that story.
Yes. Well, Kara, thank you so much for being Oh, you have more to say? You can.
No, you go for it, girl. I'm good.
Okay. Well, Kara, thank you so much for being on today. That is all we have for you guys. If you are looking for a job or want to advance your career, or if you're a business leader looking for skilled workers, EKCEP is here for you. You can find more information about EKCEP and all of our services at ekcep.org, or visit your local Kentucky Career Center, and you'll find the links to everything we mentioned today in the show notes. And we'll see you next podcast. Have a great day, Eastern Kentucky.